Hey there, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into something that has stomped its way into pop culture and movie history: Godzilla. This gigantic monster, part dinosaur, part atomic disaster, has delighted and terrified audiences for nearly 7 decades. Whether you're a diehard fan or just curious about this iconic creature, you're in the right place. We're going to explore how Godzilla began, how it evolved over the years, and why this big guy remains so captivating today. So grab your popcorn and let's get started. Let's kick things off with a bit of history. Godzilla made its grand debut back in 1954, thanks to the folks at Toho Studios in Japan. The original film, Gojira, was a direct response to the fears surrounding nuclear weapons after World War II. Godzilla was created as a sort of metaphor for the destruction that nuclear bombs had wrought on Japan. In the film, he rises from the ocean, awakened by nuclear testing. This monster isn't just some mindless beast. He represents the consequences of our actions, showing us the darker side of humanity. It's kind of wild to think about how such a fearsome creature emerged from a place of deep trauma and anxiety. And that's part of what makes Godzilla so compelling. Now, let's chat about Godzilla's impact, shall we? He quickly became a cultural icon, not just in Japan, but globally. You could say he's kind of like the king of the monsters. Godzilla has influenced a whole genre of films known as kaiju movies, where enormous creatures battle it out, often leaving towns in shambles. Over the years, he's found his way into TV shows, comic books, video games, and even merchandise. It's pretty amazing to see how many people around the world love this giant lizard. Godzilla has been embraced by various cultures, transforming from a symbol of destruction to an enduring hero in some contexts. It's that duality that keeps audiences coming back for more, whether he's wreaking havoc or defending his home from other monsters. Okay, let's talk about how Godzilla has changed over the years. His design has evolved quite a bit since that first flick in 1954. Early on, he was a dude in a suit with a more dinosaur-like look. Fast forward to the 80s and 90s, and suddenly we've got a bulkier, more fearsome monster with updated special effects that showcased his size and might. In the 2000s, Godzilla got a modern makeover, looking even more ferocious and real, thanks to CGI. The most recent designs have embraced a mix of traditional features while giving a nod to more modern aesthetics. Each iteration reflects not just changes in film technology, but also shifts in audience expectations and cultural contexts. It's fascinating to see how each design bears its own unique personality while staying true to the original idea of this legendary monster. Now, let's take a quick stroll down memory lane and look at the major eras of Godzilla films. The Showa era started it all from 1954 to 1975, and during this time, Godzilla was mostly portrayed as a villain. But then came the Heisei era between 1984 and 1995, which saw him take a more heroic turn, battling other monsters like Godzilla vs. Mothra. Next up was the Millennium era from 1999 to 2004, where each film presented a standalone story with different interpretations of Godzilla. And of course, we can't forget the reboot era that began in 2014, bringing him to Hollywood with stunning visuals and a new audience. Each of these eras not only showcases different storytelling styles, but also illustrates Godzilla's incredible adaptability through the changing landscape of the film industry. Let's not forget about Godzilla's epic battles. One of the coolest things about our favorite giant lizard is his formidable foes. From Mothra to King Ghidorah, Godzilla has gone toe-to-toe with some pretty iconic monsters. These battles aren't just for show, they create some really powerful narratives about good versus evil, survival, and what it means to be monstrous. Plus, fans love all of the action and chaos these showdowns bring. Whether it's a massive fight in the heart of a city or an epic showdown in the ocean, it's hard not to be on the edge of your seat. So, where does Godzilla stand today? He's still a massive part of pop culture, with new merchandise and films keeping fans engaged. Recent projects like Godzilla vs. Kong show that this colossal creature isn't going anywhere anytime soon. It's exciting to think about what's next for him. All right, friends, that wraps up our chat about Godzilla. From his origins to his epic battles, it's clear he's more than just a monster. He's a legend. Drop a comment with your favorite Godzilla moment, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more awesome content. See you next time.